Welcome to today's deep dive into the hidden psychology of menswear. I mean, today we're basically decoding this massive gap we found in the article we are discussing.
Yeah, it's a huge gap, honestly.
Right. It's this disconnect between the, $1.92 trillion commercial menswear market, which is what men actually buy,
Mm.
and the behavioral style data, which shows what they actually think looks good.
Right.
So, okay, let's unpack this. Standard market data is, well, it's kind of like looking at a grocery receipt to see what someone ate.
Oh, that's a great analogy.
Yeah, because, I mean, it tells you the exact ingredients they bought, sure,
Yeah.
but it doesn't tell you if they actually liked the meal or, if they threw half of it in the trash.
Exactly. And the article we are discussing actually sets up this really brilliant framework to figure that out. It separates things into what men say they like, what they actually own, and then
the rate complete outfit.
Yes, exactly. And the tension between those three layers is just fascinating.
Right, because if the commercial receipts are, lying to us, how do we even measure what men actually like?
Well, you look at those three signals: the stated preference from the surveys, the actual behavior in their closets, and their aesthetic judgment when looking at other guys.
Which brings up the pattern paradox.
Yes, the pattern paradox.
Because, 33.7% of surveyed men explicitly state they dislike patterns. They just check the no patterns box. But then the top-rated outfits include things like a gray Glen plaid
Right.
or a navy pinstripe suit.
Right.
Wait, so are they lying on the surveys? Or do they just reject patterns in isolation because they don't know how to style them until they see a fully cohesive visual composition?
They definitely aren't lying.
Yeah.
What's fascinating here is that the outfit matters so much more than the category. Context changes absolutely everything.
Oh, so the brain just processes it differently.
Exactly. A
Yeah.
pattern jacket sitting on a rack just looks loud, you know?
Yeah.
The survey is basically asking, do you like this loud object? But when you see that navy pinstripe suit anchored on a real person with the right silhouette,
The brain doesn't just see a pattern anymore.
right, it sees a cohesive, successful outfit. Context overrides the category.
But seeing an outfit work changes a man's judgment, sure, but does that positive judgment actually change what hangs in his closet?
Well, no, and that's the issue.
Right, because there's this massive gap between rating something and buying it. A guy might highly rate a sharp three-piece suit online, but then he literally just buys another pair of jeans on Saturday.
Yeah, because appreciation is fundamentally different from acquisition. If we connect this to the bigger picture, men own an average of 198 garments.
Wow, almost 200.
Yeah, almost 200. Yet 22% of those go completely unworn in a given year.
Wait, really? 22% just sit there?
Just sit there. Because we buy pieces we appreciate aesthetically, but we lack the structural knowledge to actually integrate them into what we already own.
So without that integration, a crowded wardrobe isn't like a style upgrade.
No, it's just an expensive storage unit.
It's an expensive storage unit, yeah. And that explains the behavioral friction perfectly. Men are buying aspirational pieces they don't understand how to use, which is probably why 1 in 3 men relies on a woman in their social circle for style advice.
Right, not a stylist. Just a friend or a partner.
Yeah, because they're staring at that storage unit feeling completely paralyzed. Even the typical wardrobe essentials, like a white shirt or jeans, they only work when paired properly with bolder pieces.
Absolutely.
Like the dark wash denim shirt or the silver cuff bracelet that the article mentioned in those top-rated outfits.
Yes, because a garment's value isn't intrinsic. It's the interaction between the pieces that creates the value. A basic white shirt is only as valuable as the specific combinations it repeatedly participates in.
So it's not about being minimalist, it's about maximizing what you have.
Exactly, maximizing the functional output of what you already own.
So why should you care about all this? Well, if you're staring at a closet packed with clothes right now but feel like you have absolutely nothing to wear, you aren't crazy.
No, the data proves it.
Yeah, buying more clothes won't fix your style. Understanding how to coordinate a functional wardrobe is really what will.
And the article questions if the market is finally ready for men who buy better instead of just more. Because if consumers develop that visual judgment, their entire consumption pattern changes.
Which leaves us with this really provocative thought for you to mull over. What if the future survival of menswear brands relies entirely on them pivoting from just selling individual garments to actually teaching men how to wear them?
It would change everything.
Yeah, imagine if instead of just handing you that grocery receipt, they had to actually teach you how to cook the meal.